Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Michael from Luxuryus Living Channel. Um, I'm here alone. If you can't see, I'll just play a little bit. If you know what that is, that's from Adult Swim. If you ever watch Inuyasha, you know the song. So I'll tell you, you know, you're a good hit. But anyway, I'm Michael from Luxuryus Living Channel. I'm here with you guys today. I'm here alone because my brother is out on location. I'm kidding. He's on vacation. He's on vacation. He's actually in Hawaii. So it's you and myself doing the pop cultures today. So I want to go through a few things today. First thing, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You know, anything that you do helps us. It helps the algorithm, helps us be seen, and that's a big thing. So make sure you share the content. It's super important, right? Um, yeah. So I was kind of nostalgic. So I played some anime music from back in the day. I'm not sure if you guys even know where that's from, but I'm pretty sure the old heads who actually watched Adult Swim, you pretty much will know exactly what that came from. We're going to right into the hot topics today. So really first in Oakland, California, they're replacing the electric stop signs with actual regular stop signs, right? So that there'll be no more like red, yellow, green stop signs. It'll just be a sign, just a sign, right? And the main reasons for this is because people are stealing like the copper inside of the piping. Or so sorry, inside of the inside the components that actually for the lights. They're going in and stealing the actual copper, right? So I remember this as being an issue, especially in Hawaii and a few places like in the U.S. a long time ago. People were stealing the copper and selling it. So I guess it's still an issue. So they're going to stop having electric signs and you have just a normal stop sign above where you have to stop. So I guess you have to make sure you know you're up to date with your um, driving rules, that you know everything that's going on with the road and stuff. Yeah. Okay. So also, next thing we have is McDonald's. So McDonald's is going to stop giving refills. So that really sucks. But I don't drink sodas much these days because I'm working on my body more. But when I did used to eat fast food, like I loved getting free refills. So I'm not sure how you guys feel about that. Maybe you can leave in the comments below. But yeah, so there'll be no more refills. So get them while you can because they won't be around much longer, right? So um, yeah, I get it. I think it's gonna be expensive. They're trying to save money. Every corporation will cut corners so they can. Like, I'm surprised they haven't started charging for like the condiments and stuff, which I know most places, some places have started doing that too, right? And in Canada, I'm not sure if you guys know in Canada that we start charging for bags. So like anytime you get anything food in a bag or anything multiple, you pay for a bag extra money for a bag, right? So that kind of sucks too. But yeah, so it's one of those things that's going to continue to happen the way the economy's going, right? Yeah. So um, this is really funny. So in that's hilarious. In Taiwan and their House of legislation, they were trying to pass a bill, but the person who had the bill ran off with it, so it wouldn't get passed. So that's some diabolical stuff right there, right? Taking a bill and running off with it, so no one can sign it or do anything with it. Like it was like terrible people be eating it real fast, so no one could do anything with it. So I thought that was kind of funny because either way, whether it's a physical bill or not, I feel like it's still presented, right? So I'm not sure how the laws go in Taiwan, but that's hilarious if that's like a loophole where I can just take a bill and run off with it and no one can sign it. So pretty funny. Funny, funny on my oh yeah. So man, so I don't know what y'all did in Europe with the Louvre. Like so basically, if you know what the Louvre is, like it's like an art museum. So the thing about moving the Mona Lisa underground because he will complain so much about how underwhelming it is. So that's really disturbing, right? 'Cause like a piece of art being underwhelming, right? Especially like there's so much mystery behind that painting. So what people they're saying that because of, I'm pretty sure it's not just because of that. And I'm pretty sure they've had like instances of people try to like go in and like vandalize and do some weird stuff to things. So I think that in itself it's probably a good reason for them to like move it somewhere safe where no one can bother it, right? I always thought it was weird that you go to art museum, there really isn't much protection between you and the other artists. It's like right there. So I hope that kind of inspires other galleries to do things to protect those art and stuff, right? Because like that's you want is someone to like, come in and ruin it or rip it or spray paint it or something like that, right? So yeah, I think it's a good idea to move it, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think in the comments. Yep. Okay, so our next one. John Cena says he's officially retiring from WWE, right, in 2025. So I know me and my brother are from the country, from Virginia, and trust me, wrestling is a huge part of like growing up as a little kid, especially a little boy. It's a huge part of like our culture and stuff, right? So yeah, I remember John Cena coming in to WWE and stuff, and I like I think he's an amazing wrestler. But I get it. He's transitioning into art and into acting, right? Being an actor. And I think just natural progressive things. Like as you get older, your body can't keep up with the routine and things. So you have to think of other ways of making money. And for him, like, his bread and butter is movies. So it makes absolute sense that he's going to transition over to movies and stay in that kind of that lane or whatever he's doing. Yeah, because he's very intelligent too, right? I think he does like some things like podcasts too as well. But wait, yeah, so good for him. Good for you for retiring, and I hope you enjoy your career in Hollywood, right? Okay, LeBron James. LeBron James re-signs the Lakers, so this is a really huge thing in the U.S. So basketball is really big. It's up there with football, right? NFL, right? So LeBron James is re-signing with the Lakers, opening door for the first father-son team up in NBA history. That is like super huge, right? His son Bronny James is already signed already. So this is an opportunity for them both to be on the same team. So I can't remember any other time in the NBA where that's ever happened. So I think that's really really cool. Like it also shows longevity of like if you work really hard, that kind of energy can be passed down from father to son. But I also think you be really careful of that too because of nepotism, right? So if he's not as good as the other NBA players, it would suck if he took someone else's spot too, right? So hopefully he's as good as his father is, and just and that's a natural occurrence of things. But we'll see, and I think it'll be amazing, especially it's a really good time in history, especially for the NBA. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, so y'all went in on Martha Stewart. How about Martha Stewart? Oh my God! So Martha Stewart, she basically redecorated her home, and people went in on her like they did not like at all the way it looked. So I have a picture of it. I would rather describe it to you. So think about kind of like a country home with like white leather couches, and but you have iron work like almost like you have a black like iron couch, and you have like kind of that black black cast iron kind of stove. It's not stove, not oven. No, not stove. Fireplace. So there's a fireplace, right, in the back, and it has these pictures of birds, kind of like a bird watcher pictures and stuff all over it. So it gives you very like prison relaxation feel. It's weird. It looks weird. So she had a comment on that when people talked about her about her home. And she said, I rarely read all the comments that come in after I post them, but I was so happy at the transformation of my main living room. I did go through many of the other comments and was surprised at the harsh judgment somebody displayed. And that's kind of her comment on it. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I kind of feel like, I don't know, fashion is very subjective. And so it's like interior design and stuff too, right? I feel as you get older, you know, most of the younger generations on the computer and online, right? So I feel like if you're gonna do an old style home or whatever, kind of remember your demographic, right? I feel like yeah, but you offer a few new kind of like pieces or new things so people can like look at that will stop. I kind of think that when you're kind of online and stuff, you have to be really mindful about what you're putting out because if you're not hitting the demographic, then of course they're gonna go in on you, right? So sorry that Martha's a casualty of that, but that's what happens, right? Okay, so next, a mom's video about 77-hour birthday party invites sparks a debate among parents. So basically, there's a family that had a 7-hour birthday party for a like second grader, third grader. So imagine young kids being at a house for 7 hours. So like, I mean, for me, ain't enough cake in the world, ain't enough candy in the world, and entertainment, ain't enough Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, at that point, you're doing a rave. At that point, you're doing like a I don't know, you're doing a mini rave. At that point, like, are you giving out wristbands? Are you giving out like what's happening? Because like them kids gonna be so hyped going home, or be all completely knocked out. It's one or two things gonna happen with those kids. So I think a 7-hour party is kind of out ridiculous. Like 2 or 3 hours makes sense, right? But after a while, it's like then you're yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And all the energy of those young kids the whole entire time for 7 hours straight. That is a lot of energy. So I kind of think that a 2 hour party is great, a 1 hour party is great. But yeah, being beyond that, it's like you kind of 3 hours kind of you'll be on that. It's okay. Now you're doing a full on rave. Like at that point, we're doing sleepovers. Like what's happening? At point like that's happening. We braiding hair. We like what was happening because we got to stay out all night, like watch movies because 7 hours of pure entertainment of just partying is a lot, even for as an adult. Even me, I find it as that being extreme, right? Okay, okay. So so moving on to basically Delta. Delta got in trouble today in the news because I'll read to you. A Delta flight from Detroit to Amsterdam was diverted to New York's Kennedy Airport on Wednesday after passengers were served spoiled food, airlines officials say. So the red-eye flight took from Detroit around 11 p.m. and landed in New York at 4 p.m. Reports of portions of main cabin in-flight meal services were spoiled, so they had to land, emergency land. Yeah, yeah. I think when it comes to airport food, we really need to regulate that better. I feel like in terms of like you guys have no one has no problem. The government has no problem of giving a high price for a flight, but the food they serve you is, let's be real, it's gas station food. Like if I would have got a sandwich from a gas station, it's probably the same quality as it would be at the airport, right? But it costs 10 times more. So I kind of feel like they need to, like, if I'm paying you more $1,000 to go on a flight, you give me a chef kind of meal. I want a meal that from a chef. I want like an actual like a Michelin star meal. I'm paying that kind of money, right? So and I feel like we all should kind of like do something about that in terms of that. We should like have our voices heard. I think if you're going to give me on an airline and I'm paying that kind of money and it's not, and the quality is not matching what I'm paying for, there's a big issue. And there's no reason why people should be sold spoiled food on an airline. That's absolutely ridiculous. And hopefully they all got their money back and stuff. Yeah. So that's that. The next one. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I think I've reached all of ours. Yeah. So as for our anime corner, I'm currently watching. I'm still watching. What am I watching? Oh, Seven Deadly Sins, the new one, the new version of that. It's really, really good. It's getting really good. I'm really enjoying it. I think the character development. It's really good. I just started watching. Was it Demon Slayers, which is really good too. The new season just came out too. I just started watching little bits and pieces of that. Yeah, really good development of characters. I think it's great. Sometimes I find some anime lately has been too diluted, I guess, so much of character development and too much of one thing. And I think the ones that are coming out right in the kind of this season are doing a really good job of that. So that's it for our show for today. You just had me. It's Michael J. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So I'll see you guys next time. And remember, if you respond, I will respond back to you always. Okay. So, keep it funky, keep it fresh, and I'll see you next time. Bye, you guys.